Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about tone and mood. It's kind of like the last video that I did on point of view, and this is just going to kind of be a review, but also to get your parents involved and show them what we're doing at school. So tone and mood, remember there's a difference between the two, so let's talk about the difference. All right, so for tone, tone is the attitude of the narrator. Okay, so remember we talked about in parents, I'm sure that you can, encourage this. But have you ever had anybody say, it's not what you say, it's your tone of voice? So that's kind of what we're talking about here. When somebody says, don't use that tone of voice with me, it's normally because you're saying it with an attitude. Okay, so that's how you can remember tone. Tone is the attitude of the narrator. It's similar to tone of voice, and it's conveyed through word choice. So in a book, it's going to be harder to hear that tone of voice. And so in a book, the author uses word choice. So word choice meaning the words that the author chooses to use. Okay, so it's word choice and also point of view that is going to help with tone. How the narrator feels about the subject. Okay, so if he is happy about the subject or if he's for it, then it's going to sound positive. He's going to use happier words, okay? And then if it's negative, same thing. Going to feel negative, going to sound negative. He's going to use negative words, okay? You can't hear the tone of the narrator, and so we talked about how we use word choice, and you just have to infer. You have to assume. You have to, make that inference so that you can hear the tone of voice through the word choice, okay? All right, and for mood, it's how the reader's supposed to feel when reading. So how does that word choice and the tone that's created, how does that make you feel overall? Okay, the plot setting and tone affects the mood. If it's a scary setting, if it's some creepy castle, then it's going to create a different mood. And also the plot. If you're at, if you like the beach and you're at the beach, well, that's probably going to be an overall probably relaxing mood. So it's things like that that can also affect the mood. Okay. So some questions that we can ask ourselves when trying to discover the mood is how does this make me feel? And then using evidence to answer the question, why do I feel this way? Okay. All right, the writer's tone creates the mood. Okay, we can't really have mood without tone, because the tone, the author's word choice, that's what creates our mood. Okay, and this is something that's kind of fun. Parents, we did this out loud in class, and so I kind of want to show you what we did with it. So this sentence, I didn't say you stole my red hat. Any word that you emphasize in this sentence changes the tone and mood of the sentence. Okay, so let's for a second emphasize the word I. Okay, so it would sound like this. I didn't say you stole my red hat. Okay, so I'm going to say someone assuming that I stole it when really somebody else stole it. So I'm saying I didn't say you stole my red hat. I'm saying that somebody stole my red hat. Okay? All right, let's move on to the word stole. This one's fun. Oh. Okay. So it's I didn't say you stole my red hat. Okay, so that's kind of saying, I didn't say you stole it. I said, I can't figure out where it is. I lost it. Can't find it. I didn't say that you stole my red hat. Okay, so that's kind of changing the mood here. Going from an accusation saying, I didn't say you stole my red hat. She did. She said you stole my red hat. To emphasizing stole, saying like, I'm not saying that you stole it. I'm not saying that you're a thief. I'm saying that I lost my hat. You kind of sound guilty saying, well, I didn't steal it. So it kind of changes the overall mood. And then let's just say red. Yeah, let's just emphasize red. This one's kind of fun too. And like I said, you can emphasize any of these words and change the mood. Okay, so I didn't say you stole my red hat. I said you stole my blue one. Okay, so this is kind of a fun way to see how tone and mood plays out. Of course, this is with voice. You can hear my emphasis, but it can also happen in writing. So with italics and other ways, but that kind of tells us, kind of gives us a perspective on tone and mood. Okay, and this is really fun, and this is where your challenge comes in. So we looked at these pictures, and we talked about the tone and mood of the picture. Okay, so, but this is how point of view comes into it. So we had some people say, quiet, peaceful, pretty, so we had some really positive words with positive connotation to describe these pictures, describe this picture, pardon me. And, but then we also had some that were like, no, like it looks cold and it's probably wet and the leaves are going to stick to my feet. And, that just doesn't look calming or peaceful at all to me. It's kind of lonely, and so we kind of came up with some different tones and moods just from our different perspectives on how we describe this picture. Okay. Same thing with this one. So this one seems like a rock concert or something like that. And so some people were excited and they were like, this looks fun and it's probably good music and, the lights are pretty and just a lot of positive things. But then we also had some people say it's noisy and crowded and bright. The music's really loud. Maybe this isn't even the kind of setting that your favorite artist would be in. So it was different for different people, different perspectives, and different, views on this picture. So that was really cool. And also this one. So a picture of a beach. There's two chairs. It looks really peaceful and beautiful and quiet. There's not any people in the picture. But then we also had people on the other side saying it looks hot and you're going to get sand everywhere and there's nobody there to talk to and that tree isn't going to provide much shade. So it just kind of gave us some perspective on the different tones and moods that can come from pictures like this. Okay, so this is part of your challenge. I want you guys to come up with a way, a picture and a way to describe the picture, okay? And it can be positive or negative connotation. If you find a picture like this one that you like and you're like, yeah, this is beautiful, this is so calm and peaceful and I'm sure the weather's nice. But then I also want you to look at the other side of it. Okay, so try to, kind of have an open mind and tell me what both sides of that would look like. So once again, like if we're looking at this picture, some people see it as, nice weather and peaceful and quiet, but some people see it as hot and sandy and not a lot of shade. And lonely. So look for both sides of it. I'll send out this slide so you can watch this video. It's really fun. They've taken The Dark Knight, which if you're a Batman fan, is a very dark movie. If you're not a Batman fan, it's a dark movie. But they have changed it around, changed the tone and mood of it, and made it into, or made a trailer, it's not the whole movie, but made a trailer of The Dark Knight as a comedy, like as a romantic comedy. It's really fun. So I encourage you to watch that. Okay, and so here's also some other quotes from books that kind of show us in detail some tone and mood. So two parts of your challenge. First is the picture, and finding both sides, like both perspectives of the tone and mood, like positive and negative. Okay, and then I also want you to find a quote from a book or a movie. I'll accept a movie. And make it like your family's favorite movie, or a book that a bunch of people in your family have read. Make this something that you guys all like, so it makes you all want to work on it together, and just come up with the tone and mood for those excerpts from those books or movies. Okay, so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I think this is a really fun section of our short story unit, talking about tone and mood. This will also pop up again when we do poetry, so that's why I really want you guys to get it. But it's really fun, and we're going to do some fun things with it in class, so I hope that you guys enjoy your challenge. Can't wait to see what you come up with.